Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. A first down for the offense. From the gun, the ground game. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here. When you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Ward. It's on target and complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season and throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of...
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Miami. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense getting set for first down. He'll start this drive firing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's caught. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Makes the catch and knocked down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet.
He's off to the races. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
What a run.
Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here, as always, by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25-yard line. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's the running back in the flat. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And he runs out of bounds there to avoid the contact and take the loss.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down. This guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Looking to make a play deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
First down, we're going to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into...
And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here.
There are a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
Pressure is coming. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on the opening drive from their own territory. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Runner with an impressive spin move there. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Hey, they hit this for the first down, and I kind of like the approach. Be aggressive. Show your players that you believe in them, especially early in the game like this. Take a chance, and here it works out for them.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
And the defense swarms him. They've got him behind the line.
Good job by the corner here, recognizing this wide receiver screen. Because he was so quick to react, when the receiver makes the catch, he's right there to make that tackle.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that route.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Ward. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of him and makes a heck of a play.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off and try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Caught behind the line. It's Prieskorn.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end, who can see what he can do after the catch.
Play action fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. the incompletion. It sets up a 3rd down and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They go backwards on that 3rd down completion. Sets up a 4th down. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking for the wide out. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. 4th down conversion gives them a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. They get to the line quickly. Here comes a throw from the red zone. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
This is why this guy's considered one of the top defensive ends in the entire country. He came in off the edge so quickly there. Look out, because that's exactly what was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
To the air, it's Dart. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rebels. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side of Metro?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Joseph. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
2nd down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. The sure hands. It's Restrepo. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. First down. Clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Joseph. And he's tackled after the catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Ward. Using his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. The Canes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Down he goes. A sack. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me, it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the 2nd sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. The Hurricanes are in the red zone. Looking to throw it from the red zone. launching it downfield. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And the Rebels will kick this away to start the second half. Bringing it out, it's Joseph. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Then he'll be brought down.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
Finds his man. It's Restrepo. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zero in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Looking downfield, it's Ward. He's moving out of the pocket. He breaks free. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up 4th down.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's third down. But he's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. Touchdown, Canes. And they will claim the second half lead.
What What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
Here's the point after attempt. And the PAT makes it 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bentley. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Throws it to the right. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And out for the first, but still going. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Keeping it on the ground here. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And the Rebels will try to keep this drive moving. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. To the air. It's Dart. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in the fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. What do they create? Space and lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. That's caught. It's Wells. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. The Rebels will line up on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Send the back in motion. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
Chris, the quarterback just misses his target here on 3rd down and long, but at least he avoids taking the sack. Still a chance here at this range on 4th down with a 3-point lead. Kick the field goal and add to this lead.
And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And that ties the game. We could be headed for overtime.
Man, I tell you, life of a kicker. This guy's not been called on the entire game. Probably cold as ice on the sideline. But when it matters, he's hot as a stove when his number's called.
And with time a factor here late in the game, he'll just take a knee and they'll start the drive at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win in regulation? Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Breaks loose at the 45.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. There's a shot toward the end zone. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And a timeout taken by the defense with 30 seconds remaining. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Dropping back. It's Dart. Going for his running back. He finds his man.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. And he knocks it right through the uprights. Pandemonium here. They've taken the lead in the final seconds. After the late field goal, they'll kick it away. The offense a chance to tie it up if they can get into field goal position quickly. And they'll take a knee here, not wanting to spend time on a return. They'll start at the 25. Got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
At this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs, give them as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit, led to that incompletion.
Offense will need some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock, a huge factor here. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. The tackle is made, and now it's official. We have our national champions. The Well, they fall a little bit short at the final hurdle. A small consolation, but they really had an excellent season. A lot to be proud of. Just couldn't get the job done here today.
Chris, that's really well said. And while I know we're going to have plenty of time over the next few weeks and months to focus on the champs, it's not easy to get to this point. While I know it's tough in that other locker room right now, I have a feeling they're going to be back. For now, however, let's enjoy the celebration of the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Miami. This is a big event city, and folks here are fired up for this one inside Hard Rock Stadium as the Miami Hurricanes try to represent the great tradition of their program. Today we have two of college football's elite colliding in a top-5 game. Both teams hungry to make a statement here, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Canes will kick this away to get us going here. He's got it inside the 15. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Oh, that one's picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Miami.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only do they come up with this interception, but to take it into the end zone, they're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out, it's Whittington. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football.
Man, that defense is attacking the offensive line in their pass protection. Blew them up, came down with a sack, almost got to safety.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a safety for the defense.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Extending the play now. And the defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first to keep this drive moving.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Scanning the field. It's Ward. Receiver makes the catch. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Chris Smith, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Using his legs, it's Martinez. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks, it's Martinez. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Quick throw to his receiver, and he scores. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. To throw, it's Gabriel. The pocket breaking down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Eventually taken down, but how about the spin move that earned him first down yardage? The Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Going for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Backed up with the one, he's going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 16, Oregon 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Backed up on third down. Let's see what the call is here. They'd love to get some room for the punter. He's running out of time here. He's moving out of the pocket now. Finding space at the 20. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Here's the handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field. It's Ward. Defense is coming after him. Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. In the clear at the 25. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking for some space. It's Martinez. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Makes the grab. It's Restrepo. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain in that completion. Timeout is called to tuck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Welcome to Miami. This is a big event city, and folks here are fired up for this one inside Hard Rock Stadium as the Miami Hurricanes try to represent the great tradition of their program. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to battle against one another. As we'll see the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Miami Hurricanes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Canes will kick this deep to get us going. And he fields it inside the 15. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll run it from the gun. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 49. First down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Fires it to the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. Incompletion makes it second down. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown for the U.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. He'll hand it off. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Oh, they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. An explosive play moves the ball all the way down near the 25-yard line.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
In the red area, it's Haynes. Looks like Alabama will have the first down. See what the call is on 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Here's the second down play. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. It's a shotgun run call. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. And the coach leaves his offense on the field to go for this one, needing to get a first down. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And the ball is picked off. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, tied. How about that, Kirk? A defensive touchdown to tie this football game.
Well, you only get a handful of those in an entire season. To be able to come up with that in this game, to tie the game, is just big time by this defense, and it gets them right back where they need to be.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Dropping back. It's Ward. Contact as he let the ball go. Oh, the pass is picked off. Touchdown, Alabama. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Hey, everybody's going to celebrate this interception by this defensive back, and he made a great play jumping on it. But let's not forget why he was able to make that play. Quarterback got hit as he was releasing the ball. That's what put the ball up into the air and allowed them to come up with that interception for a touchdown.
The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Set to kick this one away.
Bringing it out, it's Johnson. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense takes the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. The pass rush closing in. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40. First down here for this offense. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. It's caught downfield. An explosive game, big play, moves the ball inside the 40. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. That's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. See if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. The back's got it again. That run moves the ball across the 35. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Takes the handoff. It's Martinez. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
The Hurricanes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. No huddle now for the offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Restrepo. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Back to throw. It's Ward. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Handoff from the shotgun. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are...
And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Boy, how exciting is this first half, man? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Automatic on the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First down. Looking to throw the football. He's got a man down the middle. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
That's the end of the first half with the game tied.
Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
And your Miami Hurricanes will take over 1st and 10.
here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Moving past the 25. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint at the 30 now. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple of blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
He's swarmed by the defense. Second down and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Touchdown, Miami. And they go in front here in the second half.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the one moves the ball up to the 33. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Lets it fly to the wideout. He pulls in the catch. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Quick throw, testing the middle. And it's complete downfield. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid game, though, in the completion. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Running toward the end zone, but the defense forces a fumble. Fumble recovered by the defense, going the other way. Across midfield. Inside the 30. At the 10 now. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. This might be coming back.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. Well, you know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This offense cannot be stopped. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Bringing it out. It's Joseph. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. That's caught. It's Martinez. It's a nice gain. It'll move the football up to the 27.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
I know this defense works very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down. As the clock runs down here in the third quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Hurricanes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Martinez. Oh, the ball is not free. Who's got it? It's a turnover.
Boy, when you're running your quote-unquote four-minute offense, it's a combination of working the clock and getting productive yards. They were doing that. And then to end it with a fumble just ruins that opportunity. Now you give your opponent a chance to not just get the recovery, but a chance to go down and win the game.
Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Looking to throw. It's Milroe. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense.
Well, it's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Finding some room at the 25. Touchdown, Bama. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter. Now they'll try to add on the PAT late in this game. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Joseph. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. He's going to take off. And the ball to the ground. The defense recovers, trying to run this back now.
Oh, just a costly turnover here for this offense. Last thing they wanted to see is put this ball on the ground, and really any chance of getting back into this game is lost.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff to the back to keep the clock moving.
Just keep churning these yards out. Playing with a lead here late in the football game, at the very least you're thinking about making this a two-possession game with a field goal, but keep eating that clock.
And now the running back's got it again. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Not much of a return, but the pick ends his scoring threat and sets the offense up to the 33.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here, but they got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. Slides down to avoid the tackle. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Second down, we're going to throw it. Trying to extend the play. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, this young man is doing everything he can to keep his team in this game, and this play checks all the boxes. Need a first down? Check. Get out of bounds and stop the clock? Check. Avoid himself getting a big hit? That's a big check.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Going to try to use his legs here. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Looking to pass this time. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Look out, he's got some space. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. Well, it was an entertaining game here. We enjoyed calling it, but it's got to sting to fall short at the end.
Well, sometimes you're going to suffer losses like this, and you're just going to have to pick up your head and move on. It's the coach's job to try to get this team ready to play the next time they go out.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.